is Sonic hated in Japan? What's going on over there? What's the problem with Sonic, huh? I'm curious.
Sonic Movie 3 was a huge flop in Japan with an abysmal performance of only $180,000 on opening day.
Why? I guess that's why we're watching this. Why do they not? What's the problem over there, man? Is he not cool? I thought he was supposed to be appealing to them. Like, this is what's weird to me is, like, I thought Sonic was appealing to this dorky anime cool guy fantasy, but he's not? Who's it for? Oh, he did say Konichi. What?
Konichi what?
Very offensive.
Right, ignored by the Japanese.
Uh-huh.
ソニック任天堂じゃないの
This Sonic is not from Nintendo? What do you mean? They're not the same?
Mario. Mario.
Everybody knows Mario.
わかんない。
No way. Really? I feel like you couldn't, like, I was gonna say, like, oh, you could just pick a random person off the street and ask them the question, and they wouldn't know, but I think everybody knows who Sonic is, right? My mom doesn't know Sonic, does it? I thought everybody... Wow.
Imagine creating a global icon, only to find the...
He was in the Macy's parade, man!
That's Sonic's heartbreaking reality in Japan. Why is it that Sonic became invisible in his country of origin?
I don't know.
Story...
I thought everybody knew him.
To understand Sonic's struggles in Japan, we have to go back to the early 90s. While Sega was dominating Japanese arcades, their home console, the Mega Drive, known as Genesis in the West, was far behind in the market, competing against Nintendo's Super Famicom, which sold an incredible 16 million.
Oh my god, I didn't know it was that bad. Holy shit, dude. What was it like in the US? In America, it's almost tied. I was gonna say, America was like closer, right? 45-55 in America? No. I thought it was like maybe like 6-5, 3-5. Really? It's that close? Neck and neck in the US. Really? So they never fucked with Genesis. Japan just never fucked with Sega. How are they still around? Dude, that's... I can't believe it's that close. I wonder what tipped it in 95. When did Sonic 3 come out? Maybe that then, because it was like, this is March 94, right? So, probably pushed it. What happened in 96? I didn't know it was this close. Because, like, I think, you know, history written by the victors or whatever. I think, like, Genesis was always sort of regarded as the second rate, second place, lost. It was never even close. At least in my mind. I owned both because my mom had a good job. And I was she was a single parent, and I was the only child, so I was very lucky. And my mom loved me a lot. I can see you guys are very jealous in the chat. Sorry, I have loving, doting parents. It's just how it was. What do you want me to say? It was the 90s. I also had the Sega Channel. Dude, everybody says the Sega Channel... I saw Grand Pooh Bear made a tweet saying that the Sega Channel was for rich people. Dude, that was like $15 a month. That was worth it. Because, like, the games were like $70. You could just rent them. That's crazy. Did you play Wily Wars on Sega Channel? I sure did, and I never beat a boss. Yeah, I did not know that the Genesis was ass in Japan. Is this a Sega sucks thing, or Nintendo is just, like, insanely ahead of the curve? Nintendo got RPGs. Is it really an RPG thing? Do RPGs go crazy over there? Like a Final Fantasy Chrono Trigger type beat? Yes. Sega got Shining Force. There's not really any JRPGs on Genesis, come to think of it.
Global sales.
Damn.
Sonic 2, for example, sold over 7
Phantasy Star?
million copies world.
Virtua Fighter was their big game in Japan? Dude, that's crazy. On the Genesis?
In Japan, Sonic wasn't a cultural phenomenon. He was just...
Dude, I think I had these plushes. Or ones like them. They're so cute. They're like so nostalgic for me, this Sonic 2 era with the very bright, vibrant colors. Oh, dude.
He was just another game on a failing console. The key question is, did Sonic fail because the Mega Drive failed? Or did the Mega Drive fail because Sonic couldn't capture the Japanese audience? Sonic was tailor-made with flashy, bold, brash, and rebellious traits, designed to appeal to Western audiences and dethrone Mario and Nintendo overseas.
Did Japan not like Sonic because he was too cool? Because he was not conforming? Mario isn't really a conformist, I wouldn't say. Mario's cute, though. Sonic's cute. Maybe that's why they made Tails. They're like, we need a cute one.
Even Sonic's color palette, red, white, and blue, was inspired by the American flag.
I did know that
His edgy, cool guy persona contrasted sharply with Japan's preference for humble, approachable mascots like Mario and Pikachu.
Is Pikachu humble? He was just off-putting. Is that it? I'm trying to think of like a brash, arrogant Japanese icon. And I guess Crash? Bandicoot? Isn't he British? No, that was Naughty Dog. Wait, that's here. Oh, because he's Australian because of the Bandicoot thing, right? Goku? I mean, I thought of Goku, but he's not brash or arrogant, right? JoJo Pro Tags? Huh.
Was Sonic's attitude really the problem? Or did Sega's focus on the global market alienate its own backyard?
Damn, I didn't know it was that bad over there.
But hope was on the horizon with the Sega Saturn. This was the moment that could have turned things around. But instead, it set the stage for Sonic's struggles. The problem was, Sonic Team couldn't release a mainline Sonic game for the console. All Sega did to try to capture the Saturn audience was releasing Sonic Jam, a compilation of older Sonic games. The intent was to reintroduce the character.
So they didn't want to mess with that, sure.
Ironically, Sonic Team made a Saturn game that was a huge hit in Japan, Nights into Dreams. The funny thing is...
that is a humble protagonist, right.
Fans of Nights
the
didn't
Emperor
even know
of
what the Sonic and Sonic Team meant. Quote, when we made Nights into Dreams, we got a lot of letters from fans asking, what's the Sonic Team? And who's Sonic?
Oh my god. Like at the dude, imagine the Last of Us devs are named Crash Team, and Last of Us comes out and gets the HBO show, and they're like, who the hell is Crash Team?
However, Sega's swan song was yet to come.
That's very funny. Oh. Damn, this video's pacing is like, it's not wasting any time. The Dreamcast is so cool, man. It really does capture like a time capsule. I think it's cool because it's not cool. It is full-on 2000s earnestness. Something about it.
The Dreamcast.
No, it's not. I think it is. I think it's
With
cool.
The launch title, Sonic Adventure, finally cements Sonic's legacy in Japan. The game was a
great console. It's a great-ass console. Dreamcast would have banged if Sega had any cultural cachet left at the time. I think it didn't even get a chance because the piracy was so hilariously easy to do. Like, I genuinely think it was just because you could burn a disc with anything on it, and the Dreamcast would be like, duh, okay. You would take it out of your computer and put it in the Dreamcast, and it would play it.
Sonic's first real attempt to resonate with Japanese cultural tastes, and it paid off, with the game having very good sales in Japan.
Damn, wait a minute. Am I just super American? So I like Sonic 1 through 3 and Knuckles, and Japan's like, we hate that shit. They go to Sonic Adventure, and Japan likes it, and I'm like, wow, this sucks. Huh, we really are on opposite sides of the planet. That's crazy. I'm the prime example. I guess so. The Dreamcast came after Sega CD32X, Nomad, and the Saturn. Nobody gave a shit about the Dreamcast at that point. As I remember it, they were on a bit of an upswing. I remember it was like a cultural reset. Not to say that, like, you know, it would have saved anything, but I remember the Dreamcast, a lot of people were excited at the time. Now, maybe it's because I was very excited at the time and I was 11 years old, but, you know, the Dreamcast was very, very thrilling, but then the PS2 was way better.
The anime-like designs of the human characters and the game's shonen-like narrative and dialogue felt familiar to Japanese audiences.
Yeah,
but
that's why I didn't
Sonic
like
Adventure
it.
was a commercial success, the Dreamcast was crushed by Sony's PlayStation 2, and Sega exited the console market.
There they go, putting in a CDR disc. This guy just burned Tony's Hawk Pro Skater on, and he's never going to pay for it. There he goes.
As Sega transitioned to a third-party developer, they launched Sonic X, an anime series aimed at boosting Sonic's popularity in Japan.
They're desperate. Please like Sonic, please like Sonic, please. We're sorry, we're sorry, we're sorry.
Featuring a theme song by Dragon Ball Z's singer Hironobu Kageyama and the character Chris Thorndike, made to relate to Japanese kids whose parents have no time for them because of their excessive work culture.
Oh my god, dude! What? So on the nose, man! Jesus, that's sad!
But Sonic X flopped spectacularly. The show's ratings plummeted so badly that its third season, the Metarex Saga, never aired in Japan.
Wait, did America love it?
1996.
Wait, this is awesome!
Possible classic Sonic anime, but flopped. Ironically, Sonic X became a massive hit in the West.
I would be so mad if I'm Sonic Team. I'm furious. I don't know what to do. Dude, imagine being in this scenario where it's like something's not like objectively bad. You just can't get it right for one or the other teams. Like you just can't nail it. And Mario's over there just beloved world. Yahoo! Everybody loves Mario. And you can't be fucking, is it there? Is it, oh, do we think it, let's make Japan like us. Oh no, but they like us now. What is going on, man?
Sonic's games during this era suffered from inconsistent quality.
Yeah, they were
Titles like
ass.
Sonic Heroes were successful, but others, like Sonic 2006, would repel Japanese gamers that already didn't have the
Sonic.
like Sonic 2006.
Whoa! Just kidding.
Sega seemingly gave up on trying to appeal to the East, up until one specific game that may have changed everything. In 2022, Sonic Frontiers marked a turning point for Sonic in Japan.
Really? Just now?
For the first time in years, a Sonic game resonated strongly with Japanese.
And 20 years of poor sales in Japan, best-selling entry since... Why? They didn't fuck with Mania? Well, probably not. If they didn't like the old Sonic games, like 1 through 3.
Sega had a very smart strategy. That paid off. Sonic Frontiers leaned heavily into Japanese cultural influences. The game's open-world design, tone, and boss fights drew direct comparisons to Breath of the Wild, Neon Genesis Evangelion. Not only did the Titan battles go viral on social media, but Rei Ayanami's voice actor played the role of Sage, and that's a big deal.
Oh my god. It's just pandering. It's just straight up pandering, man. These fucking guys. I hate Sega Team. I hate Sonic. Please, 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 please. They put out a Sonic game which was just like a Tony Hawk Create-A-Park, and then they put Sonic the Hedgehog. They took off the skateboard and put in Sonic the Hedgehog. And they're like, okay, here's the game. And it was fine. It was a very okay 7 out of 10, which is the best Sonic game I've played in 30 years, to be clear. You be hating on Frontiers? Yeah, it's not good. It's fine, but it's not good. Go play Shadow Generations. No. I played Sonic Generations, and I was like, I don't get it, man. It's fine, but I just don't fuck with Sonic. I just don't. Fine is not good. I think fine is not good, yes. Fine is adequate. Adequate is not good. Adequate means it is something that sates me. It is what I saw the trailer, and I saw the gameplay. It's exactly what it looked like with no surprises. It's fine. Good means that it was not exactly what it looked like on the tin, right? Wasn't exactly that. It actually transcended, and it felt better to play than it looked. Coney is the strangest criteria. Do I? I don't think I do. I think people get what I'm saying, even if it's like intuitively. In an abstract way, you make the most sense of anyone. See? You just have to look at me in an abstract, charitable way. If you rationalize it enough, I will always make sense.
Sega also invested strongly in marketing. They started sponsoring Corona, that had discovered Sonic and started playing the games on stream.
Wait, is this really what happened? Is this why she's associated with Sonic? She just randomly started playing Sonic and then, like, really? That's actually really cool. I like that a lot, actually. Coney got his new content strategy. Hey, that Gex remake is coming out soon. I'll play all the Gex games and be like, wow, these things are hidden gems. Gex devs? Dude, I would absolutely be the Gex voice actor. I would kill it. Dude, I would be an insanely good Gex. Say a Gex line right now. This was like staying over a weekend at Jerry Garcia's. It's just the troll face voice. This was like a birthday party at Shaquille O'Neal's. It's pretty good. I think I could do it.
And featured the popular band One OK Rock on the game's soundtrack and promotional material. After decades of struggle, Sonic found his stride in Japan with Frontiers. So, what happened to Sonic Movie 3? While Frontiers found success, the Sonic movies were tremendous failures in Japan. Movie 1 and 2 barely made under $3 million combined, and 3's performance was equally as bad. The third movie was specifically marketed for Japan in various ways.
Sure.
It brought back One OK Rock, features Tokyo in the story, and was even renamed to Sonic X Shadow. Tokyo Mission to make that abundantly clear.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. This is making me hate Sega more. This is so desperate. This is so, like, give up, man. They don't fuck with you like that, dude. They were in there for like 15 minutes. Yeah, wait a minute. They were there for a very small amount of time.
Unlike Frontiers, the movie's storytelling itself has a distinctly Western tone that Japanese audiences find hard to connect with.
Dude, Japanese people like Jim Carrey? This is a crude foreigner. If I was Japanese, I would find Jim Carrey obscene. Hit the Sephiroth. Sephiroth sword. No way, bro. Japan fucking loves The Mask. Wait, The Mask, like the character or the movie? Look at the Japanese The Mask poster. That shit's scary. Okay, sure. Yeah. That's a spoiler, and it's a very small portion of the film. Guys, what's Jim Carrey's best movie? Truman Show, Liar Liar, Eternal Sunshine. Everybody's saying Truman Show. I haven't seen that one. He had Ace Ventura, which was like his first big movie. In that same year, he like... This is the crazy thing to look at. Like, you got to think about how, like, quickly this career skyrocketed. You get what I'm saying? That's an unbelievable sprint. Industry plant? He would be if he wasn't hitting. It's weird to think about now because I remember seeing Me, Myself, and Irene, and the general vibe on Jim Carrey in the year 2000 was like, oh, we're sick of this shit. Not that he was washed, but it was like, you know, because he had some serious stuff. He had Truman Show, Man on the Moon, and then he went back to, like, silly Jim Carrey. And it was like, people were like, we don't like this as much. And it's weird, because when I looked back at that, I was like, wow, but he had such a long career. He didn't. It was 6 years. It was only 6 years from there to there. That's crazy.
It's a very American kind of comedy. Even huge American blockbusters like the MCU.
There's so many. The Sonic movies have so much of this bit where it's like, this thing is never gonna happen. The thing happens. All right, the thing happened. My kid keeps watching Sonic 2, and there's a part at the beginning with bombs. And he's like, don't worry, those aren't bombs. Oh, I'm done kidding. Those aren't bombs. We're all gonna die. Just that kind of thing. It's just so many things like that. It's just kids' movie stuff. Yes. But honestly, I think it's fine. They're delivered well. It's funny enough. Kids think it's hilarious. Right? And it's okay. It's a kids' movie. But they have so many of those jokes. So many of those jokes.
It's just too Hollywood. A piece of media being aesthetically Japanese, like Sonic Movie 3, doesn't mean anything to them. It needs to be tonally Japanese, like Frontiers.
I was gonna say, Japan probably doesn't fuck with the MCU, right? These feel like a very Western export. Does Europe fuck with the MCU? What does Europe like? Those Vikings? You mean the Lost Vikings? Or like Asterix? Robbie Williams?
It doesn't help that movie 1 and 2 were released with months of delay in Japan.
I wonder how Japan feels about Knuckles. Like, they don't like Sonic, but I bet they really don't like Knuckles, right? Because he's like brash, right? And big and strong.
While Sonic may never achieve Mario-level fame in Japan, Frontiers proved that with the right approach, he can bridge the gap. Even projects like Sonic and Friends are tapping into Japan's love for cute mascots.
What is Sonic and Friends?
Will Sega continue to build on this with the next main games, or will Frontiers be a fluke like Adventure 1? Only time will tell.
You should make Coney and Friends. Who would it be? Me, a witch, Subula, and a hobo. Just Coney, he has no friends. Just Coney and Friends, and it's just me down here and everything else is empty. And Doki and Brawl Pro. That'd be kind of fun. We could have little chibi versions.